Let's go, Grizzly. Appreciate you joining me here on Slap News. You recently competed against Tim Silva at Gold Rush in SlapFIGHT Championship. First off, congratulations on that monumental victory that you had. How good does it feel?
It feels pretty surreal still, but it feels amazing. Well deserved, I think.
For sure. I mean, you've been a long time waiting. I know you've been in the slap fighting scene for a very, very long time. You get this opportunity to go against Tim. What was the kind of that feeling and that emotion like, and that belief in yourself that you were, you thought that you'd be able to go into this one and get the outcome that you did?
There was a lot of pressure because of who he is, what he's accomplished. And because our first match, I thought I put a lot of damage on him. So I had a lot of pressure this time. A lot of people telling me that I have it in the bag. I should have no issue. He couldn't put me down the first time. So just a lot of nerves and pressure, but I feel I was more ready than ever.
Yeah. I mean, your face is showing the wear. I know you said off camera, that's a little souvenir for you. Well, was that the hardest you've ever been hit?
By a slap, yeah, I would say so, for sure. And having to take it 10 times in a row again is is pretty rough.
Absolutely. What do you think is really, was the defining moment or the turn from you from the first time you fought until this time?
So the first time I fought, I had like no good defense, or no good defense technique. I thought I came in with a little bit of an ego and thought I could just take a slap with a loose neck, loose jaw, and be fine. And I was way wrong. So really my defense is what I learned most since my first one. And now I feel like I can eat anybody's slap. So
for sure. Some of the guys online have been talking about Tim and, potential, chin kind of tucking versus, do you find that you were able to get, better connections this time around, just having seen him, the first time?
I would possibly a bit. I didn't have much of an issue on our first one, connecting. He did shoulder shrug on me, I think 2 or 3 times. 2 of them got called. But I feel like I was finding my mark pretty well. He was more defensive than he was the first time we fought, because I think he knew that I was bringing power. So, the tucking and the shoulder shrugging, it's smart to do, but the refs will get you on it if you do it too much.
For sure. I mean, two big guys up there, throwing haymakers back and forth, the entire time. I know you're active in the arm wrestling scene. Like, do you kind of attribute a lot of that strength and power, to that arm wrestling and the unique style of training that you do?
Absolutely. As far as my power and stuff, yeah, arm wrestling is a huge factor. I train a lot of tendons and muscles in the arm. I'm training my arms every day, so they're getting stronger and stronger. I never have any pain in my elbow. I see a lot of slap fighters, their elbows are like destroyed after a match. Mine are always fine, never had an issue with them. So I think the frame of my arm, my tendons and my muscles are all like really strong because of the arm wrestling I do. And I think a lot of slappers should take on, arm wrestle style training, because I think it'll help them a ton.
Do you feel like your offensive or your defensive side's, more of your strength? Because when I watch it, I really can't tell. You seem to be comfortable with both.
As far as what?
Just either like, do you feel like your offensive side of your game is stronger or your defensive side?
Oh man. I would probably say defensive, because I've only put someone out once. Danny Steele is the only guy I've gone up against that I actually put out. Tim I've dropped and rocked him a bunch of times, but I would say now probably my defense is a little better.
Awesome. The venue itself, kind of reminisces of that house party kind of feel, real tight quarters. You had the influencers, pretty much within arm's length away. What was it like kind of competing in that type of environment for, a made for streaming event?
I mean, I had a lot of fun there. there was a streamer there that I knew of. I watch streamers every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Moist Critical is an amazing commentator, and he's been following the slap game longer than me. Um, Kai and the AMP gang there were like had a ton of energy adding to the match, so it felt good being in that room with them because they
Mm-hmm.
were all having a good time. Everyone else was having a good time. I loved it. It
That's
felt
awesome.
more personal too.
Absolutely. Like I said, man, congratulations. What do you think's next for you?
I mean, whoever I want to fight the best. I want to slap against the best there is. So let JT know, let SlapFIGHT Championship know. If you want to test it, bring it, because I want to hands down be called the best there is in the slap game, and I have to beat everyone to get that. So bring them in.
Awesome, my man. I appreciate you joining me. Definitely great to catch up with you, and rest up well. And I look forward to seeing you defending your strap whenever that opportunity comes.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man.